Hey everyone, I've been seeing a lot of buzz around this tiny but mighty gaming PC lately, the ROG NUC with an RTX 4070 stuffed inside a 2.5-liter case. It's one of those builds that makes you do a double take. How does something this small pack so much power? So I decided to dig in and see if it's really worth the hype. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the size is wild. This thing is basically the same footprint as a hardcover book, but it's packing a 14th Gen Intel Core Ultra 9 185H and an RTX 4070. That's desktop-level performance in a mini form factor. I've used small PCs before, but most can't handle modern games at high settings without melting. This one actually runs Cyberpunk 2077 with DLSS at 1440p around 80 to 90 FPS. That's playable, not slideshow territory. I even ran Starfield on high settings at 60 FPS with DLSS balanced. For a 2.5L box, that's impressive. Another thing that stood out is the memory and storage setup. It comes with 32 GB of DDR5 RAM and a 1TB NVMe SSD. That's more than enough for gaming, streaming, and even some light content creation. I had Chrome with 20 tabs, Discord, OBS, and Warframe running in the background while playing Fortnite, and there was zero slowdown. The SSD is fast too, booting Windows and loading games feels instant compared to older SATA drives. Now, the AI angle is interesting. Intel's Core Ultra series brings some AI-enhanced features to the table, like background noise suppression in calls and smarter resource allocation. I tested it during a Zoom call with my mic picking up my dog barking in the background, and the AI kicked in to reduce the noise significantly. It's not magic, but it's a nice bonus if you're working from home or streaming. The compact design isn't just for looks. ROG includes a vertical stand so you can mount this thing behind a monitor or on a shelf. I set it up vertically on my desk, and it freed up a ton of space compared to a full tower. The only catch? The included Windows 11 Home is in Chinese by default. You'll need to download the English language pack or do a clean install, which isn't a huge deal but could be a hassle if you're not tech-savvy. Thermals are solid for such a small machine. Under load, the fans ramp up, but it never felt like it was about to take off. I ran 3D Mark and Cinebench loops for an hour, and the temp stayed in the low 80s Celsius, nothing alarming. It's loud under stress, though. If you're sitting right next to it during a gaming session, you'll definitely hear the fans. It's not obnoxious, but it's not silent either. One thing to note is the power supply. It's a proprietary 240W brick, which is fine for the RTX 4070 in this config, but if you ever want to upgrade the GPU down the line, you might hit limits. The PSU isn't user replaceable, so you're locked into whatever ROG put in. That's a trade-off for the compact size. For connectivity, you've got Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, and a bunch of USB ports including Thunderbolt 4. I used the Thunderbolt port to connect a high-speed external SSD for backups, and it maxed out the speeds with no issues. The front panel even has a USB-C port with display output, which is handy if you're using this as a secondary machine. Let's talk pros and cons real quick. On the plus side, the performance is genuinely desktop level in a tiny package, and the 32 GB RAM plus 1TB SSD future-proofs it for a while. The vertical stand is a smart touch for space-saving setups. On the downside, the fans get loud under load, and the Chinese Windows install might frustrate some users. Also, the proprietary PSU limits future upgrades. If you're tight on space but still want a gaming PC that can handle modern titles without breaking the bank, this ROG NUC is worth a look. It's not perfect, but the trade-offs make sense for the size and performance. If you're curious, the link is below, check it out and see if it fits your setup. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.